Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Weller Does Delmarva. This is our weekly show. Colin Walls and I do it. And this week, today, right now, live, we are at Crossroad Community Church, just outside of Georgetown on 404. There's hundreds of people out here. There's a huge yard sale going on right as I speak. So if you are in the neighborhood, we encourage you to come right on out. Also, there's going to be a big car show today. Then at 11 o'clock, one of my favorite things is a live auction. Not a silent or a dead auction, but a live auction. So everybody is welcome. Everybody is invited. All roads lead to Crossroad Community Church, and it's all going on right now. Want to mention this show. Colin Walls and myself do it every week, and the one thing we're constantly looking for, and we have some sponsors today, but we are always looking for people that might want to help sponsor this show. So if you do, just give me a call, Jim Weller, at 337-7300. I can tell you how you can get on the show, be part of the show, be involved in the show if you have any interest. Also, you can watch this show right now live at www.wellerdoesdelmarva. You can see us sitting right here at the table and so on.
And I want to mention that.
Please mention.
It's important that you have to put www in front of that. You can't just go to Weller Does Delmarva. We'll work on getting that fixed too.
Okay, because are we on the World Wide Web or the local web today?
We're on the World Wide today.
So today we are on the World Wide Web, okay? We're using that today. Also want to thank one of our sponsors, Wireless Zone. It is a Verizon premium retailer, good store to deal with. They have a store in Milford, one in Harrington, and one in Middletown. They are one of our streaming internet sponsors, and we appreciate them very much. Also, mark your calendar. Next Saturday, this is a big event with the Special Olympics. It's called America Moves by Truck, and it's a big truck convoy that starts at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. Then it goes up into Harrington, over to Milford, back down 36, comes out at Greenwood, and back to Harrington. If you've ever seen it, it's quite a sight. 140 plus trucks in a big parade, all to help support Special Olympics. So mark that down. That is next Saturday, starting, I don't know what time. So it's starting next Saturday. You can go to their website and see. I don't see a time, Colin, unless you do.
I'll look for it.
Also, I'm going to introduce a good friend of mine. Well, not a good friend, but a friend of mine, Jack Riddle.
Good. I thought I made the good friend thing.
You did. Great friend of mine. Invaluable friend. Jack, how you doing today?
Good morning.
You are a member of Crossroad Community Church.
I'm a member of Crossroad.
How long you been here?
Well, pretty much since we were in the old parts building.
Really?
It's been a while.
So you've been through the building project?
We watched that all happen, and this is a great little ministry to be a part
Oh,
of.
what a blessing to the community.
It absolutely is.
I mean, this has started in a hardware store. Look at how it's grown and blossomed, and you know, what a difference.
It is amazing how God moves, isn't it?
When people allow
It is amazing. It is
that's
amazing.
the key. So, in other words, you know, it's all about the heart. That's what Pastor
And we
Rick
know
always
we've
says.
made it. We know we've made it because Catch It Live
Yes,
is
it's
here
now.
on site, doing a live remote, 105.9 FM, and we know we have made it now.
Yep.
That
We have
we are
arrived.
here. And we are having a lot going on here at Crossroad today. Can we run down exactly a little bit what's going on?
Sure,
with Pastor Rick and him?
Yes.
Yes.
You go first.
All I wanted to do was invite everybody out. We are halfway between Bridgeville and Georgetown. Georgetown on 404, and we're going to be here most of the day. There's a lot of stuff going on.
But it's going on right
now. It started at 7 a.m.
Yep.
And it's going. And we want to get Pastor Rick Betts, who's now walked away again.
Okay.
Pastor Rick.
He's coming.
Come on in, Pastor Rick.
He is the founding pastor.
He is. He's our senior pastor here at Crossroad.
Great job.
And this is I don't know how many years we've done the yard sale. The yard sale.
Isn't that amazing?
11 years. Yep, we've done it 11 years, and every year it's not for us. It's to be given away to something. It's working our benevolence and other people. Last year we added we did it for Teen Challenge, Delmarva Teen Challenge, and it was wonderful. It was about $22,000 we were able to give them after the weekend was over, and so this year we're hoping to even do more. They've got a lot of vision there. They want to get a women's center open, but they need the funds, and so this will be a great part of helping them get through this year.
All the proceeds go to Delmarva Teen Challenge.
Everything that happens today. Yeah, the baseball tournament out on the fields there.
Starts at 9.
Yeah, and the the yard sale itself, the auction, and all the proceeds from the car show all go to whatever, after all the
Right, when
expenses
it's
are
all
out.
done. Whatever.
And so hopefully it'll be even better than that. But it's been good to get the people together to do something that's not for us.
Right.
And so that's been a wonderful blessing. And, just mentioning that, not making things about us, I just heard the Bridgeville Church of God had that fire.
Yes, just
so
yesterday.
just everybody be lifting them up and praying because, I've not talked to the pastor there or anything, but I just know that's got to be a hurt, and so be praying for them, and I'm sure we'll be making contact and just seeing what is it they need.
Yeah.
We all need to band together doing something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So let me run down quickly what's going on. And Pastor Rick, you're right. There's stuff going on all day long. You come out here. You could. The yard sale started at 7. The car show is actually starting at 9. There's going to be hundreds of cars here. You can check out. They're doing free blood pressure screenings, softball tournament, auction at 11 o'clock. Do you know anything about an auction, Jim? Do you
Yeah. One of the favorite items I bought at one of your auctions. You remember?
What's that?
It was a Rolex watch.
Oh, the Rolex watch.
It started at $50, and I'm like, I am in on this one. And I won't go where it ended, but it's at home sitting on my shelf. I've never worn it, but I have a Rolex.
Yeah.
So
we've had unique items.
You have.
There's some unique ones here this year.
And it's a lot of fun. In other words, when you just bid with a good giving spirit. In other words, it's not all about whether you got a good deal or a bad deal. It's about yeah, you did buy a cherry pie. What'd you do with that thing?
Well, I outbid somebody. I outbid somebody who was trying to, but I waited till he got out of the room and then bought it. Or was it cherry pie or was it an apple pie? What was it? I don't know.
I paid over $400 for an apple pie.
Yeah.
And then everybody goes, what are you doing? I remember we had one of the guys here buy one for like $4.50. He then sliced it up and sold it again.
Yeah.
And because once again, it's not for us. And I'm not saying all the pies go for that, but every now and then, usually we'll pick one and say, hey, let's everybody wants that one. Let's go for that one. But
so I encourage
it's
anybody.
Wonderful to do that.
Get out here. The auction starts at 11, and it's just a lot of fun to be part of. Now, there's no charge to park or no charge to get in. Is that right?
No charge.
Car show's free.
Well, people bringing a car in.
Oh, yeah, but I meant to come and see the cars.
We've actually got Tony Littleton right here, and he can just share a little bit. So maybe stir up these guys with their cars.
Get them on out here.
Come on, Tony.
Tony, how you doing?
And Tony, you have been the architect of this little event since it started. And why don't you tell us about what it took to get to this, and then tell people what they're going to see when they come out today to the car show.
As far as I'm a part of this, what I say is it just took a heart. It took my heart and his heart, and we got it together. And I walked in and asked Pastor Rick we could have a car show. And he says, yeah. And I had 6 weeks to get it together. And that's where the inception of the trophies that I make come from. I had 8 pistons laying in my garage that I just rebuilt my motor for my pickup.
Something to bring us from
Yeah, okay. So we took that and polished it up, and my cousin's husband is a woodworker, and we took some wood out of the wood pile from behind his garage and milled it up on the woodworking machines and everything, and made bases for it, and it took off. Everybody seems to really like it.
How many cars you got coming today?
Well, I'm hoping to see 150 out here.
Okay.
I put
at least 70 or 80 anyway.
Yeah. I put out 3,700 flyers.
So you got some cars coming? What kind of cars you got coming?
Well, we've already got some bikes on the yard. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a 27 T-bucket that an older couple brings. We'll have Chevelles and Camaros, and we'll have pickups. We'll have a little bit of everything out here. You name it, we'll have it. And we're looking for antique tractors even today.
Could somebody come now? If somebody's listening right now, can they come and sign up and be in the car show?
They can come right now and
Was it just
sign
$30
up.
to get in?
It's $15 registration. For that registration, you get a T-shirt, a dash plaque.
Right.
That pretty much covers the cost of your registration right there. You got door prizes all day.
All right. So people can come out right now and be in this car show if they want.
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of cars to see. And this is an annual event.
Yes.
And 105 last year, but it's a beautiful day. So get in your vehicle and come on out. to Crossroad Community Church. We're on 404. Now, I'm going to have another guest up here in just a minute, but Jack, do you have
Well,
something?
and I just want to make sure that, Tony, we need to get some of these trophies and get a vision on them on Catch It Live, because they are they really make it. So grab a few and bring some up, or we'll leave them on the table so the viewers at home
Thank
can
you,
see them.
Tony, for all your
Thank
work.
you, Tony.
Done
Thank
a
you for
good
making it
job.
happen. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to have one of our guests, two of our guests coming up here. These are a couple of today's sponsors, so I want to thank them. I always call this gentleman Dr. T. Go ahead and sit down right there if you would. And I believe it's Dr. Atkins, right? Yes. Okay. Do we call him doctor right from the very beginning? Right from the jump. It'd be better if you talk in the
Right from the jump.
Okay, so remember, tell us who you are, young fella.
Dr. Michael Trillia.
Okay, where are you from?
Born and raised in Delmarva, but have Peninsula Chiropractic Center for over the last 25 years in
Now,
Seaford,
where's that
Delaware.
at? Seaford, right on the highway
Right on
there?
the dual highway, just
Okay.
about a half mile from Hertrick Buick Pontiac. We have a 4-foot spine mailbox.
Okay.
So if you miss that, get your glasses first, then come back and see me.
Okay, very good. Now, and who's this young man you have with you?
We're very fortunate to have Dr. Harold Atkins with us for about the last 30 days. He's a recent graduate, finished his doctorate, and decided to come visit us. And I told him to go look around, and I know Jim don't say anything bad, but he came back, decided to work with us. So
Wow.
we're very happy he's bringing us all
Good.
the new information to teach me all the new
Can we
stuff.
say a word with him?
We can.
All right. Hey there, I kept calling you Ray Atkins. That's okay. But Dr. Atkins is fine, right?
Yep, that's
Kenny, you
fine.
look pretty young. Did you just graduate high school or college?
We'll go with the latter.
Oh, okay. And what's it like to work with Dr. T? You can be open with us.
No, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He's taking good care of me there.
Good.
It's been great working there.
Good. Well, that's exciting. And so you're a doctor of chiropractic?
Yes.
Well, good. And anything that you're really passionate about in the field? In other words, do you work? Have you ever adjusted like a little baby or anything, or little kids?
I
or-
haven't really adjusted infants.
Okay.
The only other
How
thing
about you?
Yes, we definitely, since my children, the day they were born, I started adjusting them. So yes, we have, oh, absolutely. And it's funny because it's the day they came out of the womb, I was starting to check their spine. And when they were little kids, 4 or 5 years old, we would stand here talking. They would come up and say, Daddy, I have a headache. Can you adjust me? Or I have a stomach ache. Can you adjust me? Yeah, because we believe in the wellness concept. So we started them at a very early age, understanding, drugs isn't all the time the answer. Let's go ahead and try the most natural approach first. So yes, we've been having children. My youngest is, like I said, my kids were newborn, just right out of the womb, and 94 is my oldest. So we've had everything in between, from people like Mike Hall, the world's strongest drug-free powerlifter, to long-haired hippie big guys like you. We see a lot of different, we see all kinds of different people. So we've
What's
been very,
that table you have that feels like you're laying in water? What's that thing called?
it's called a hydro table. It's a massage table, but you're right. You can be fully clothed and lay right on the table, and it will massage you to help relax the muscles that surround the spine.
What were we going to say? Oh, give him the mic.
Okay.
All right. What else do you want to interview your newest man, or?
Well, the main thing,
brag on him?
I do want to
Did
brag
you
on
say to
him.
brag?
No, he's only been with us a month, but he's brought some exciting aspects to what we do, because we treat a lot of sports injuries, and a lot of people who are not athletes have sports injuries. They don't understand that. They don't need to be throwing a
Because they
football.
won't admit.
That's right.
The first injury is they won't mentally admit they're not an athlete.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
but you
but he
treat the
does a
physical.
lot of extremity adjusting, shoulders, hips, but he's doing a lot of upper back and shoulder work, and so I'm really happy he's bringing that to our organization. I've been blessed to do that a lot, but we have so many diversified patients. We're happy he's bringing that main aspect of what we do.
What would you say to somebody who might be listening right now and says, I have never been to a chiropractor in my life. Why would I even waste my time? I feel fine.
Yes, two things. We've always been raised on symptoms. I feel good, therefore I must be healthy. Probably one of the greatest lies told to us in the supposed health care delivery system. When you look up the definition of health, health is not merely the absence of disease or infirmity, but the 100% function of all bodily tissue. So today, chiropractic school and medical school is the same length of time. The difference is after the diagnosis. After the diagnosis, medicine has basically 3 choices: to give you a drug, inject you, or cut you. We say, let's look at the biomechanics of the body, balance the structure, and let the God-given power of the body heal itself. So that's the basic difference in what we do. We've had 5 orthopedic surgeons work in our office with us, so we're not anti-drugs or surgery, and they were the same philosophy. Let's try the most natural approach first. Balance the structure, look at proper hydration, look at nutrition, and then have people, you see, 60 to 80 in our office has always been middle age.
Okay.
And the average person...
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, the average person spends age 20 to 60, those 40 years destroying themselves. So we're trying to turn that around, and we can actually take people 60 years old and over and have stats where we've turned their body parameters 10 to 20, not weeks or months, but years younger by putting them on a proper biomechanical balance.
But if a younger person is listening, they should start thinking about taking a more proactive approach to prolonging their health.
Yeah, because more and more kids are into athletics and different things, and simple falls and fall off a horse or out of a tree or down the steps or hurting the surf. These things usually are the precursors of misalignment of the body, and the pain will go away, but lots of time people never corrected the problem. And that's what we want to do. Try to structure has a direct link to function. I don't care if it's in that beautiful Chevelle out there. It can be the best body on the beach. It can have the best fuel in it, but if the front end's out of alignment, it's still going to run poorly.
Right. Might get down the road.
Might get down the road.
But it'll cause the tires to wear prematurely. It might wobble a little bit and so on.
Exactly.
What about Dr. Atkins? What else you got to tell us?
He's a little new in the speaking arena.
I'll give him a break. He's real nervous, but he's a pretty intelligent guy when you get him on a one-on-one conversation.
Definitely.
So listen, is there anything else? Do you have a phone number to give out?
Give us a call. Dr. Atkins and I are both taking on new patients, but 302-629-4344. And Jim, we have someone live usually from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day that answers that phone.
7 to 10, wow.
Yeah, 7 to 10, and if they're on the other line, they'll call you right back.
Let's say somebody's hurting. How many days do they usually have to wait to get in there?
We have a goal. We have a goal of trying to get, if they're really severe, to get that person in that day, if at all possible.
Okay.
We may not do a full exam or a full treatment, but it will at least get them started. So within a day or two at the most. That's why we try to spread our patients apart. Sometimes we're a little more jammed than not because of emergencies, but we try to get them in the first day or two.
Listen to these terminology, spread our patients apart. We're a little jammed. Jamming their muscles and so on. But anyway.
They're jammed, we're jammed.
Yeah. But anyway, so local guy, been around for years. Now,
been around
were you a
25
teenager
years.
when you started?
Yes, I was 7 when I graduated from chiropractic. So, yes, I've been around a few years. Like I said, we were born and raised in the Delmar area.
And you're locally owned. You own the business. They come in, they're going to actually see the owner, operator.
The great news, we have about a dozen people on our team that help, in various different aspects of the practice. So
now, do you do massages there?
We have 3 massage therapists, and we do therapeutic massage, much different than the feel-good massage.
Now, is there ever such a thing as an insurance carrier paying for a massage? Like Blue Cross Blue Shield, is there, if they come and get a chiropractic visit, is that something that is covered by some healthcare plans?
Because the insurance industry is so crazy, we have 2 full-time girls that do nothing but review your policy and tell you what is and is not covered.
So,
but absolutely, there are...
so in other words, if somebody's listening and they have healthcare, it's worth the call to say, hey, does my plan cover an adjustment? Does my plan cover a massage?
We'll take it one step further. Dr. Atkins or myself will be happy to do a complimentary consultation to tell you what we do and don't do and to check your insurance for you to tell you what is and is not covered. So if they call in from this show, we'll be happy to do a complimentary consultation for them.
Can you change that word complimentary to a Sussex County term?
It's free.
Okay. I mean, I know what complimentary because I have such a high level of education, but I'm just saying that you're saying that at a no charge.
Yes.
Like a consultation.
Yes.
You'll meet with somebody. You'll talk to them. You'll see what health care they have, and so on. Well, let's say somebody's hurt in a car accident or something like that. What do you? A lot of times people, they get a little fender bender or something like that and get jostled around. Is it something, irregardless of how they feel, should they get themselves readjusted?
Absolutely, because going back to the first statement I made, health is not merely the absence of disease or infirmity, any type of sickness. It's the 100% function. So what I see many times are people will come to me. Classic example, I had a 27-year-old kid, I call a kid, come to our office. A lot of neck, mid-back, low back pain, normal stuff. We started treating him, but he didn't respond well. We did x-rays. He had arthritis already of the spine, neck, mid-back, and low back that I don't usually see till 60s or 70s. Wow. But he'd been riding bulls for 10 years. So, yes.
Did he share that with you?
Not in the beginning.
Okay.
And then
want to see what you could figure out.
And then when we x-rayed him, we found about this, all this other going on. So, yes, you can have a car accident. You should always get checked out, even as low as an 8-mile-an-hour impact. So you should be checked out to find out if there's anything further down the road instead of waiting for the symptoms to occur.
All right. Well, I'm going to thank you, Dr. T. I'm going to thank you, Dr. Atkins. and I hope I didn't put you on the spot too much. But anyway, folks, I would encourage you to give them a call and check them out. What is it, 629-4344? That's 302-629-4344. Tell them we sent you,
Yes.
and they will offer you that free complimentary initial consultation.
Yes, sir. And everybody
All right.
come out to Crossroad today. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful
a lot of
day.
great things here. A lot of great things going to happen. It's for a great cause. So thank you guys for doing this.
We're going to take a break now. And think so?
I think we
are. But I do want to remind people you can go to Weller Does Delmarva and actually see Dr. T and Dr. Atkins over here. And watch us live.
And even come on down here. Come on down. It's a beautiful morning. The sun's shining.
If you can't stop and you ride by, toot your horn 3 times to let us know you heard us. If you didn't hear us, toot your horn 2 times as you ride by. All right. Are we ready for a break, or should I just keep right on talking?
Keep on.
I'm going to keep right on talking, everybody. Thank you, both of you. So that's the first time we've had a doctor, 2 doctors on our show. All right. We're taking a break. We'll be right back. Thank you, Josh.
Clouds giving way to some sunshine today. Overall, a nice afternoon with our high up to 72. Clear tonight, low down to 52. Sunny to partly cloudy and becoming breezy tomorrow. Watch out for rough surf and rip currents at the beaches. Our high up to 73. And then Monday will be partly sunny. Overall, a pretty nice start to the work week. Our high up to 76. I'm meteorologist Steve Travis in the Delaware 1059 Weather Center.
Hey there, how you doing? Good. How you doing there, young lady? How's everything?
Good morning, I'm Walt Marcus in the Delaware 1059 News Center. Gatehouse Media Incorporated, which owns 6 weekly publications in Delaware, including the Dover Post, Sussex County, and Milford Beacon, has filed for bankruptcy protection. What happened on Friday, the Fairpoint, New York-based company announced earlier this month that it would file a prepackaged bankruptcy plan in order to restructure $1.2 billion in debt. Under the plan, Newcastle Investment Corporation, which owns 52% of Gatehouse's outstanding secured debt, will combine a batch of Dow Jones local media publications it recently bought from News Corp. Newcastle will then offer stock in the new publicly traded holding company called New Media Investment Group. Holders of Gatehouse secured debt could take the stock in the new company or cash in at 40 cents on the dollar. Delaware Attorney General Beau Biden has a big fundraiser later today. It'll be at his father's home in Wilmington. But the Attorney General, who's running for a 3rd term and filling his campaign coffers, still refuses to talk to Delaware voters about his health conditions. We'll have more coming up on that. CBS covers the nation and the world. It's 8:31.
CBS News Update. I'm Gary Dunn. Congress facing 2 major jobs right now, a budget and extending the debt ceiling. The Senate has approved and sent to the House a budget bill that does contain funding for the Affordable Care Act. Supporting Republicans in the House now holding out to defund the health care law. CBS Political Director John Dickerson.
What is the break glass solution in the end if this comes to the moment before the shutdown? John Boehner, the Speaker of the House, could try to just put up for a vote what passed the Senate this week and then allow Democrats and Republicans to vote on it. He's been kind of holding things up, trying to put something on the floor that will only get a majority of Republicans. If he doesn't do that, he could pass something that would fund the government, but he'd need Democratic votes to do it.
If there's a shutdown?
If there is a government shutdown, 200,000 federal employees would be out of work. Applications for Social Security and disability benefits would be delayed. Services for seniors significantly curtailed. Passport and visa applications put on hold.
Over to CBS TV reporter Marcia Kramer. CBS News Update. I'm Gary Dunn.
The Delaware Solid Waste Authority will hold an electronics good collection and document shredding event on Saturday, September 28th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center Fire Department parking lot in Rehoboth. DSWA wants you to drop off your electronic equipment such as old computers, VCRs, printers, CD players, Game Boys, televisions, microwaves, phones, and answering machines are just a few of the items accepted. Residents can also bring up to 2 file boxes of personal confidential papers for shredding free of charge. Papers with staples or paper clips are accepted. Shredding your sensitive documents is one way to reduce your risk of becoming an identity theft victim. This event is restricted to Delaware residents only. No commercial services, please. The DSWA will accept these items at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center Fire Department parking lot in Rehoboth on Saturday, September 28th from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. For more information, please call the Citizens Response Line at 1-800-404-7080 or visit the website at dswa.com.
Prices are falling fast at Rent-A-Center. It's the Rock Roll Down. We've rolled down prices throughout the store to their lowest levels ever. Shop our new lower prices on your favorite brands. Everyone's pre-approved for 90 days savings cash or flexible weekly or monthly payments with no credit needed. Hurry in and save like never before with new lower prices at Rent-A-Center. See store for details. Pre-approval means no credit check or credit required. Rental purchase transaction. 90 days savings cash not relevant.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Okay, everybody, Jim Weller live here at Weller Does Delmarva. You can log on to Weller Does Delmarva and see exactly where we're at. We are live at Crossroad Community Church. Want to remind you this is a weekly show that myself and Colin Walls do, and we are out and about every week. If you have an event that you might want to consider us having us be there, let me know. You can reach me at 337-7300. Always looking for sponsors and people to underwrite the show, and so on. So again, 337-7300. Now, Jack Riddle is here with me, and we're going to be talking to Scott Fitzgerald in just a second. But Jack, what is this you have right here?
Well, this is one of the. We had Tony on earlier talking about the car show that's going on here, awards. And this is one of the awards. And what I've learned about car shows, which I know very little, is that the awards are really big. There's some beautiful cars out here. They're lining up. They got their hoods open.
They're steady coming in.
The trophies you get are just.
Yes.
And that's
so this looks like a piston.
It's actually a piston, and Tony makes all these. And there's a whole table of them over behind
now,
us.
Can you tell how many cylinder engine this came off of?
You know, it's got one hole in it.
That's a one cylinder.
Okay, thanks.
There you go, Jack.
All right. But that is a big deal. I mean, apparently these cars, and there's some they love these trophies.
These are definitely more unique than just than a regular trophy. Listen, this automotive stuff makes me think of our next sponsor here. I do want to thank Scott Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's Auto Salvage and Recycling.
Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling.
I had it close. Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. And then you have another venture across the street?
Yes.
What's that called?
Glass Doctor.
Glass Doctor. So we want to thank you today for first sponsoring the show. I believe you go to Crossroad Community Church. Is that right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
And I believe that they allow you to sing once in a while on the praise team?
Every once in a while, yes.
Okay. So we encourage you to come on out if you ever want to hear some good singing or, hear the good word of God and so on. So anyway, Scott, tell us about each business just briefly.
Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. We buy and recycle all types of metal, cars.
And I believe your family has been recycling before recycling was a big thing.
Yes, we've been there since 1935, I think. 1935. Is the first year.
Wow. And so that would have been your grandfather started it.
Yes.
Yep. All right. And then across the street, you have a new venture.
Yes, Glass Doctor. Glass Doctor of Lower Delaware. We do all types of auto glass, residential glass, commercial glass, storefronts, shower enclosures.
Oh, really? Like the glass doors on a shower?
Yes.
Okay, and do you do any mirrors or anything like that also?
And mirrors.
I mean, can you make them different shapes and sizes?
We can make them any shape you want. Custom. Everything is custom made.
Oh, really? So all the glass and so on. So if you have a business and you have a window out front that the seal's broke and it's got a little foggy, or if you have one that actually got broken, you can come right to the business and fix it?
Sure can.
All right, now tell me this. Have you ever heard about where if a person gets a stone chip in a windshield?
Yes.
Is that something you've ever dealt with or can deal with?
Yes, we can repair stone chips. In fact, next week, next Friday, we are offering a special $29 stone chip repair for that day only.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying if I have a stone chip, and I think it's kind of important to get that fixed before the winter.
Yes, because once
the moisture gets in there.
Well, not only that, but the defroster, when the temperature changes and when the windshield's cold and you turn the hot air on the defroster, it can cause it to spread.
So that's like less than most people's deductible.
Oh, yeah.
If they were to try to have their windshield replaced.
If they do have insurance that will cover it, insurance often covers it entirely. You don't have to pay anything.
But you're saying
some
next
people
Friday,
don't have full coverage, so they only have liability, then they would have to pay for it themselves.
But next Friday, for just how much money?
$29.
$29. They can come in and get a stone. Where are they?
We are across from Fitzgerald's in Lincoln on DuPont Boulevard.
Is that what they would call Route 113?
Yes, 113.
Used to be called 113.
Yes.
Now it's called DuPont Boulevard.
Yes.
And what kind of hours are
actually
you
in
open?
your old building?
Yeah,
If
it
in
used to
case
be
anyone
Weller's
knows that.
Tire Service. Right, which before me it was
Pop Tire.
yeah, so
Everybody knows that.
I was there since I was 9. I had a full head of hair then. But anyway, well, we thank you for being involved here. And you want to tell us what all's going on here today?
Well, there's a yard sale, there's a car show, auction.
Are you a big bidder at the auction?
I haven't been yet.
Well, you know, today you're allowed to.
Okay.
Today
right.
you are allowed to bid like you've never bid before.
I'm glad you told me that because I was
Okay,
not
we're
sure
all
if
going
I
to be
was
getting
allowed
free
to.
health care starting Tuesday, and so that's just going to lighten everybody's load.
Bank financing on site.
Oh, get out of town. Jack Riddle here. Yeah, bank financing on site. See Jack Riddle for that one. Anyway, but it's a lot of fun. It's a feisty little group here. They get to bidding on things and stuff like that. Jack wants it, and then Scott wants it, and then Jim wants it, and
It's all
somebody
for a
else
good
wants
cause,
it.
so that's good.
It is.
That's
Delmarva Teen Challenge.
Yes.
Yep, good organization.
Yes.
Now, if I had to describe what Delmarva Teen Challenge does, I think I would let Jack Riddle do that.
Oh, well, that's what we do.
You got it, or you want me to do?
No, you go ahead and do it.
Okay, well, Delmarva Teen Challenge, I am under the impression, is at the moment mainly geared towards men, young men, they don't have to be teenagers, that have had some type of an addiction. It could be alcohol, it could be drugs, or something that has really took enough control of their life that it's ruined their life or the lives of the family members around them. It's an organization that is a Christ-centered organization that people go and get involved, and they literally stay right there.
Right.
And they turn their life around using a relationship with Jesus Christ as the foundation.
Yep. It's led
because
by,
any other foundation is not very solid.
it's led by Pastor Bob Carey, and
Yes.
a lot of their folks come here to worship. And I wanted to get you started. I did find out from Pastor Rick we were the last state in the nation to get a Teen Challenge program.
How sad.
Yeah, isn't
But
that
how
sad?
glad. How sad and how
but
glad.
they are. The women's ministry, as you mentioned, that's a big strategic priority for those.
Because they
And of
want to
course-
build a facility.
And that takes what we call in America money. That's not a free thing. So, and that's part of why this weekend here at Crossroad, we're trying to help them get some money together. And it is a great operation, and it makes a difference in people's lives that are just unmeasurable.
I know mothers that their son have had some issues in life that have went into Delmarva Teen Challenge and successfully completed their course, and the mothers will say, "I actually have my son back."
Yeah.
In other words, during that period of time, their son was in a dark place or a different place or not as close to their mother as a mother would like them to be. But they say, "Man, I got my son back," and you know what's that worth? Everything.
Have you seen they have a thrift store in Seaford too?
They do, don't they?
They do, and
Very well organized.
A lot
very
of
well
folks that couldn't bring stuff here. Of course, all this money's going to Teen Challenge. Actually, took stuff there, and they'll come pick it up too. Did you know that?
Yes, they will.
Do you have a big item?
And you know what
that
else?
they can sell? No, tell me.
Every
something else.
donation to them is I use the word tax deductible. I don't know if that's the
We're getting
exact word.
tax advice from.
Yeah, now you're getting tax advice
Weller
from
does
me.
Delmarva.
So anyway, I don't know if the word's tax deductible, but it's a 501c3, 3C, whatever it is. So
Thin
your
ice,
donations,
Jim. Thin ice.
Thin ice. But anyway, if you donate something to them, I think they will give you a receipt that will help you with your taxes. All information reference to taxes, you should consult a licensed tax.
Are you going to be taking calls for tax advice next?
Yeah, we'll be taking calls for tax advice right after 9 o'clock. But anyway, Scott, so anyway, what else have you guys got to tell us, or anything? It's a beautiful day out.
There's a softball tournament as well.
Are you playing?
No, I'm not.
Are you pitching? Are you doing anything?
No, I might watch.
You're staying out of the way.
Yes.
Okay, well, good.
He is participating in the food event inside. Did you see all the food they have inside?
I saw some of it. What did you see?
I mean, breakfast sandwiches. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. The coffee is delicious. So you can come out here, look at the cars, buy something at the yard sale, stop in at this live remote, stay for the auction, watch the softball. You can spend all day here and then stay around. We're having church tonight at 7 o'clock too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you singing tonight, Scott?
No, I'm not.
Not okay.
The Delmarva
All the
Teen
more reason to
Challenge
come.
band will be singing.
Okay.
You're doing all the services tomorrow too, right?
On all services tomorrow,
Really?
all three.
So if
8,
you've
9:30,
never
11.
been to Crossroad Community Church, everybody is welcome. They have an open door policy.
Yep.
Come on in the open door.
And we'll open the door.
Everybody's welcome.
Services tonight at 7, tomorrow at 8, 9:30, and 11. You could fit that in somewhere.
Do you have that memorized, or do you have it right down?
I wrote it down because I knew it'd mess it up.
Now, what service does Jack Riddle usually go to?
Whichever one Susan tells me to go to.
Okay.
That's
and what
it
about
works.
Scott? You usually come to all four?
Yes, some weekends I come all four. If I don't come to all four, it's usually 9:30.
9:30
on Sunday.
9:30 Sunday morning. All right. Well, anyway, how long have you been going here, Scott?
About 4 years.
Jack, I'm going to ask you the same question.
Long time.
Long time. Jack was just a teenager. But anyway, this is Weller Does Delmarva. We are live. Right now, we are live right here at Crossroad Community Church, just outside of Georgetown on 404. I do want to thank again Wireless Zone. They are a premier Verizon retailer, and they have 3 stores, but they have been kind enough to sponsor Catch It Live with internet for probably over a year now. So if you need a cell phone, if you want to talk cell phones, upgrade your plan, have any questions, thoughts, or whatever, they are a wealth of information, and they are located in Milford, Harrington, or Middletown. That's Wireless Zone. We like them very much.
And
yes.
Do we have a second to talk about my favorite little gas company?
Sure.
Bring Me Gas.
You're so excited about
I am
this.
excited about Bring Me Gas because
it's made your life easier.
I hate dragging propane tanks around, putting them in my car,
Well,
running
the first
them
thing
out,
you're supposed to
getting
load
them
them, not drag them.
Well, whatever.
Okay.
And my wife doesn't like it. She hates it. So I made
You're
a
afraid you're going to get rear-ended while you got it in the car.
Yeah, it's dangerous right now.
It is dangerous.
So I made a strategic decision to sign up very easily with Bring Me Gas. And actually what happens is when the tank runs out, I set it on my back porch, I log onto their website, and then that tank disappears and a new one shows up. They charge my credit card. I can tell you, anybody who doesn't want to drag propane tanks around.
And who would want to?
I don't want to.
And then if you go to some stores, you got to go
find
pay,
somebody
and
with
then
a
somebody's
key,
got to meet you
all that
outside.
stuff.
When they get there, they got an attitude, and so on.
It's an amazing little service. I think it's on, was it www.bringmegas.com or what?
Yeah, it's on the World Wide
On
Web.
the
And I think it's
World
only,
Wide Web.
$25 for the tank?
$25 for the tank exchange for a
Wow.
20-pound grill tank exchange.
And you can also...
So literally, you just go to somebody's house. Because I put my tank, I had them come the other day. I had like 10 bags of mulch laying there, and I put the tank behind it. My thought was they would come,
spread the mulch,
exchange the tank. I come home, all they did was leave the tank.
Well,
the mulch was still there.
You said the mulch was there, and I wanted to know what to do. It was behind the mulch, and I wanted to know what to do if the mulch wasn't there and the tank was there.
Oh, right. What would you do then? So $25. Go to www.bringmegas.com. And it's just $25. Put it on your credit card, and the schedule's right there. In other words, you can just see what day they're in the Milford area or the Lincoln area, or I think they cover all of Sussex County and some of Kent County.
We can cover all of Kent and Sussex.
All of Kent and Sussex.
Yep, from Selbyville to Smyrna.
Okay, from Selbyville to Smyrna, S to S.
Before Scott leaves us, we do want to make sure that people know how to get up with Glass Doctor.
That's
and
a great
Fitzgerald
idea.
Salvage. Glass Doctor can be reached at 422-2783. That's 422-2783. Or
No, it's 2783.
2783. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
422-2783. Complimentary and free. You're still
now here's
working
the
on
website.
your higher education. I get
Okay.
it. Website. Do you put that?
You got to put the www because
No,
you
no,
don't.
you don't, Jim. This is higher
Gosh, it's just
education
getting
here.
simpler by the day.
SussexDE.glassdoctor.com.
All
No
right.
www. And Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling, 422-7584. That's 422-7584. Or on the web, Fitzgerald's, plural,
Fitzgerald's
online.com. You can learn all the things that to do, and if you have some stuff you want to sell or get recycled and get some cash in your hand.
Yep, cash in the hand. Listen, I do want to mention that Weller's Red Barn is open today. I forgot all about it. They're there. They're busy. So if you've never been to Weller's Red Barn, or if you were there yesterday, you want to come back today, they put more stuff out since yesterday. So it's Weller's Red Barn on Route 16 in Ellendale. It happens to be the big red barn on Route 16, just outside of Ellendale. And they're open today. They're till 2 o'clock. And they'll be back again also next Friday and Saturday. Plus, Weller's in Bridgeville is open today also till 1 o'clock. I'm getting a note here. What's it say?
Well, we just need to talk about Catch It Live and what we do with Catch It Live and the services we can provide.
Yeah, Catch It Live. This is very interesting because right this minute, Catch It Live is streaming this event. So you can go to Weller Does Delmarva and see us right here, right now, instantly. But let's say you have a business or you have an event coming up. It could be a birthday party. It could be a surprise birthday party, any type of an event. Or if you have a business and you want us to come and interview you about your business and walk around your service department and your parts department, we can literally do that for you. And then when we leave it in a way that we give you these embed codes that you can literally put that on your website. So if you are listening and you say, listen, I want to promote my business some more, I really don't know what to do. Colin Walls and myself are both business people. We are locally operated small business people that we would come out, we would give you some thoughts, not that we know it all or anything like that, but sometimes 2 or 3 heads bumping around can get something done. So if your business is a little sluggish or you're not real active on the internet or your website, you want to have something that you can put on it to steer people to, or you want to use this on social media like Facebook or anything like that, Catch It Live can provide those services for you. We're very affordable, and we're, again, just Colin and myself, and we'll come out, we'll help you in any way we can. Just give me a call. It's 337-7300 if you just want to talk about what we can do, can't do. If you have a crazy idea, if you got a party coming up and you say, look, I really want to catch this thing. But the other thing is, let's say you have an event coming up and you want somebody in Alaska to be able to watch it as it's happening. Say you got a surprise birthday party and there's family members that can't get there. We can stream your event. So in other words, so that anybody that can get to the internet can watch it right as it happens. As crazy as it sounds, you know, we could do a wedding. We could even do a funeral if somebody wanted to, because there are events and circumstances in life that happen that everybody involved cannot always get there. And with Catch It Live, we can help you with that. We're very easy to work with. We're very creative. And
another idea is if you're having a business conference here, you're a large company and you have places across the country, even across the world, we can, if you're having a conference here, we could stream that conference for you.
And if you had something you want to show, like if you were looking at something or you had a product that you're trying to show to many people, we could almost help them make an infomercial if they wanted to. Help them put it all together and see where it goes from there. But, you know, if you're having a meeting.
Infomercials, hang on now.
In other words, you know, like your banker could be sitting in Lewis and you could be at a piece of property or a building and you want to show it to them and get them all excited. You can really add to the conversation.
I think that's going to work. That's a big, in other words, I see potential in that, Joe.
I do too. In other words, say you're going to go buy a whole bunch of widgets and you really want to get your banker excited about lending you the money to buy these widgets. This way you're not just talking on the phone using words. You're using audio and visual. I think it's a great idea.
I'm not sure I can sit. This is so exciting. I don't know what I'm doing.
So anyway, Jack, we want to thank you for your help. Now, you're also going to be with us again at another big event coming up.
I hear that.
Or is that a secret? I better not say anything because maybe a day you're supposed to golf or something.
Susan already knows. So, Colin and I are going to be live at Apple Scrapple.
Apple Scrapple. Now, where is that? Is that
it's in Bridgeville,
Sussex County?
It's on the 12th.
On the 12th?
It's coming up, so it's a couple weeks away. And for anybody that's never been to this event, it is awesome. And you know what? The favorite thing to eat there is?
Donuts.
Well, that's maybe true.
Okay.
But,
Scrapple.
Scrapple. And you know what else I've learned about the event? I mean, Saturday is the big day for that, but it seems like Locals Night is Friday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people come out on
Friday,
come ride all the rides. They have a car show there. It's going to be a great weekend. Colin and I are going to hold down the fort because, I mean, we hear you're on an adventure.
Oh, I'm on an adventure.
You're on an adventure, so Colin and I are going to do that live, and we're going to be broadcasting live on the radio too, right, Colin?
Yes, we will.
And we're also going to be streaming it live on Catch It Live, because what people, if anybody's never been on the internet and want to see your smiling face, if you show up at a 105.9 event, have you seen all the people walking by here that are looking at us, and they're actually on the web, so they can go home, because this entire show gets archived on the web, and they can go back and look and list all this again, right?
That's right. If you're just tuning in and you say, I want to hear the whole show or see the whole show.
www.catchitlive.com.
Yep, or Weller Does Delmarva.
And if you're here and you're wandering by watching us talk, and you say, gosh, I wonder if I was on the World Wide Web. You can go back and look at the whole show again and see if you actually showed up free of charge, complimentary to those that are highly educated like yourself, showed up on the web.
All right. So, again, if you'd like to be on the show, you want to find Pastor Rick and see if he has anything else he wants to say?
We'll go find him.
Got a couple minutes left is all. But anyway, if you ever want to be on the show, if you want to help sponsor the show, this is something Colin and I purchased this time, and then we are looking for people to help underwrite it or sponsor it or something like that. But we are about helping local businesses. So if you have a business and you would like us to help promote you or stir something up or something like that between this show or between Catch It Live or between, hey, Louise, how you doing? You want to say a word? Oh, man, I've caught her off guard big time. Okay. Just for everybody knows, okay, we're live on the radio. Oh, here comes Pastor Rick. Just say hi real quick.
Hi, everybody.
And you've been working the concessions? I've
been taking the money for all the delicious food. Come and get something good to eat.
Okay, and how long are you going to be here?
I'll be here till it's all over.
Okay. So Louise will be here till about 8 o'clock tonight when service is done and everything's done. She actually helps roll up the sidewalk and so on. Now, here's Pastor Rick. Tell us, we're in the last few minutes, but how's it been so far?
It's wonderful. It looks like the yard sales, I wouldn't say maybe it's twice as big, but it is bigger than last year. Car show people are showing up, and they're out there playing baseball.
Kind of exciting.
We've got twice the room for all the food that's going on. That's going to be here and at the ball fields, too.
Okay. Have you found a favorite auction item yet? Something that you want somebody to bid severely against you for?
I'm sure somebody's bringing a peach pie or something.
There we go. Well, I went inside there and the
blueberry,
whole lobby
apple.
is just full of all kinds of things.
Oh, yeah, there's some neat things in there.
I saw an air hockey table. Then I saw a pool table.
I mean, that pool table looks like a $1,500 table.
And then I saw a bicycle. So I'd have to buy that for somebody
to ride. Looks like a brand new bicycle, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
so, just lots of things. I saw some furniture in there. Saw a real nice clock.
Oh yeah, the Crossroad clock.
Yeah.
I
thought that was
pretty
nice
neat too. And then all the services. Saturday tonight is a 7 o'clock service.
Okay.
And then tomorrow is 8, 9:30, and 11.
8, 9:30, and 11.
And all those services we're receiving also offering for Team Challenge. It all combines together.
Okay.
So.
And is their praise team also singing tonight and tomorrow?
Yeah, they're doing all the music.
Okay.
So
that's the Delmarva Teen Challenge.
They are. It's amazing what they bring in music because they use their own guys.
Wow.
So it's wonderful.
So they may not have been singers and musicians when they went in.
Some of them may not have been, but they got some wow. I heard them
have some wow.
At a couple weeks ago, and I was just amazed. They played one song at an event, and I was like, wow, that blew me away where they're at. So,
well, good.
So people can come and be a part of any of that, and it'll help. Because, like I said, they do need they're reaching 14 to 16 guys at a time, but they need to be able to expand that, and we need to reach the women.
Yeah.
We need women's ministry toward drugs, alcohol, and all that. We don't have it here.
Right.
Teen Challenge, we were the last state to get a Teen Challenge.
Right.
We were the last.
So if we hadn't got that, we had nothing.
So, well, we had little programs, but just not capable
What's their
of doing what
success
Teen
rate?
Challenge.
Like if they said out of 100 people, how many people successfully
if they go through the year program, right now Delmarva's success is over 80%. It's over 80%.
I don't know if
and
there's
I don't know
anything
if there's
that
a
has...
state agency that does that.
Right.
We used to do the 4-month program, but that was that did not have the success rate at all. Because making a change for just that 4 months wasn't as successful as during the year program.
Right.
So it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing to help them, support them.
But it's also been a blessing to our community.
Oh yeah.
In other words, it changes the lives of people
all over the place.
Yes.
They were Delaware Teen Challenge, and they changed to Delmarva because they were coming from Maryland too. The outreach was far greater than that.
Wow.
So we're glad to do it, and anybody that would come out and help us, we would appreciate their help today.
Can I just ask you an odd question? Your shirt, what does your shirt say? We have 7 days.
We have 7 days.
What does that mean?
Well, every week most of the time at the end of a service, we speak about having 7 days. It's wonderful to come hear the word. It's wonderful to have it preached. Wonderful to come and encourage each other for that hour and a half or so. But if you don't go out and live it for 7 days, then what's the point?
Right.
We're not about hypocrisy here. We are about living the gospel that we talk about, and that changes the community.
Yep.
So we just encourage the members, don't just come in here and talk about it. Let's go out there and live it, the real thing.
Because the church is the people.
Yes.
And I saw a shirt the other day, and it had a picture of a guy walking out through a door, and then it said, "The church has left the building." I thought that was kind of neat, in other words, because so many people think the church is just this building, when really it's just a gathering place for the people.
It's a building till the church shows up.
Correct. Yep. So anyway, all right, well, Pastor Rick,
Jim,
thank you.
I thank you for coming out and supporting this and just being a help. You have helped us virtually every year, and we are so grateful for your support for all the ministries that go on here.
Well, and I'm glad the church exists, and I'm glad it's here. I have a daughter that goes here and a lot of friends that go here, and I think it's been such a blessing. So other than that, I think we're about done. Anything else, Colin?
No, just want to thank Scott Fitzgerald, Salvage and Recycling, for making this possible. Dr. T, Petrilia, what's the name of his business?
Peninsula Chiropractic down in Seaford.
Okay. So
and want to thank Louise King for just being such a good friend. She's such a blessing to be around.
She is.
And she's doing a great job today. I haven't had one complaint on you yet today. Oh, good. Yeah, we're on a roll. All right, Jack Riddle has been a big help here this morning, and all the people that listen. I want to thank Fran back at the studio for opening the airwaves and letting it happen. So everybody, Weller Does Delmarva, check out our website. Call me with any questions, 337-7300. Other than that, God bless you, and have a good weekend.